Hey guys, Monday motivational just in time for double and triple fast starts. I just came out of a sick weekend. Boy, am I glad that these were launched today and not like this past weekend because I was down for the count. I had a fever the past 2 days, and honestly, I was like a slug. I didn't leave my bed or even really, I was barely awake. So I was drowning. But with that said, guess what? I had two people that got their samples this past weekend, and both of them were like, the first one was like, I don't know what I was supposed to feel, but I felt like I had more energy. And she was like, I lost 30 pounds this year. She wants to become a promoter. So unfortunately, she had an account from 2016 that we have to get released. The person, she doesn't even know. All right, for one, doesn't even know the girl that signed her up for an account. She didn't even know she had an account, first off. So we're getting that released because this girl wants to be a promoter. She loves the way she was feeling. And then the other sample that I have, she's known me for a very, very long time. And she messaged me today and she was like, you know what? I did have more energy. I did have less of an appetite. And she wanted to see how the next couple of days went, but then she's going to be ready to order. And I definitely think Black Label would be more her aim if that's what she decides to go with. But it's just proof that like people can be watching you for a very long time and then finally decide to sample. I actually have a girl from high school who's been messaging me back and forth. She's also an ER nurse, and like we graduated high school together. We cheered in middle school and high school together. So like I've known her for like 30 years or something like that. And she's been following me all these years through the last decade of me being in this industry, you guys, and she's never been a customer of mine, not one time. So it just goes to show, keep on putting out there. You never know who you're going to reach, who it's going to be the right time for them. And this girl just so happens to be in the middle of selling her house and just tired, right? And wanting to cut back on her hours and make some changes in her family dynamic. So keep on making sure you let people know that you have samples available, that you have an opportunity available, that we have the ability to thrive for free. Because no matter how many times you say it, somebody is always hearing it for the first time. And sometimes somebody's hearing it for the first time and maybe they don't need it, but one of their friends needs it and they're going to refer you. And I always like to remind you guys, I'm here because of my mom, not because of an actual promoter that recruited me, but because my mom thought that I would be good at this business. Okay. So, with that said, maybe somebody's mom is going to think that they're going to be good at this business and tell them to reach out to you. So, get consistent, right? But you also got to kind of let people know what it is that you're doing. So, with double and triple fast starts, you guys, this is your level one. Okay. That means the people that you personally enrolled, as well as if you have had a personally enrolled promoter that is no longer with us, they are no longer qualified and active, they've quit, they've whatever. Those people that they have personally enrolled are now your level ones. Okay. So make sure you go into your cloud office and you take a look because they're not going to pop up as your one. They're going to pop up underneath still those people. But when they click on their sponsor, you show up as the sponsor. Okay. So make sure that is a check mark if you do some kind of promotion or something like that. I would hate for you guys to give a ton of cash back and not get your double or triple because you thought somebody was, but they weren't. Okay. So double check, make sure they see that you are their sponsor, right? That doesn't mean that you can't offer it to people within your downline. However, be smart. You don't want to do practices that you wouldn't want your team to do and earn money, right? So you don't want to do things that you're going to lose money on. So that's why you want to do it in a smart way. You want to offer it in a way that guarantees that no matter what, right out of the gate, and if you're new to giving cash back, give your fast start that you're definitely going to get, right? So like you're not positive that you're going to hit it, but somebody says, I'll get a 200 pack. Offer them that $30 back on Tuesday. All right. So maybe you don't have it right this moment to give them, but on Tuesday, when you get paid, right? Next Tuesday, let's say next Tuesday, because today is Monday. So if you aren't sure what your check will be this week, Say, you know what? Next Tuesday, when I get my fast start bonus for your order, I will give you your fast start that I earned on you back. $30 if they get a 200 pack, $80 if they get a 400 pack, $140 if they get an 800 pack, right? And that guarantees that you have no money out of your pocket. That is money literally that you're only getting because they placed their order. And that guarantees you're out nothing, except for obviously the fast start, but you wouldn't have had it if they didn't have that, if they didn't place their order anyways, right? So it's just like kind of giving back to your team and giving them the ability to have samples, to get samples out into the world and get more customers and promoters, right? Because you don't ever want to sit on product. So if somebody is ordering one of those upgrades, you want to make sure they know how to get those samples out, that they are talking about 3-day, 5-day, 6-day, however many day experiences you can be. Now, I just want to remind you guys that you can get 8 mini experiences from a 200 pack. Okay. You can get 20 mini experiences from a 400 pack. And I think it's 40, maybe a few more mini experiences from an 800 pack. I actually think it might be a little bit more, but I definitely know guaranteed 40. And then you had some odds and ends, loosey gooseys of 3-day experiences, right? And literally, you guys, if you multiply 8 mini experiences times 25, that's $200. You're still going to make out with the difference in products that are left over. Same thing with the 20 mini experiences for a 400 pack, and 20 mini experiences and 40 mini experiences for an 800 pack. Now that might seem a lot. However, what if you divide that within your team? And your team and you all rally up and you do a game of selling 40 mini experiences among all of you guys, right? And you're able to place that order. And obviously you want it to be somebody within your organization that you're going to get the fast start bonus on. Jackie, I know, is going to touch on this one little topic here in a second, of a strategy that she uses, and I also utilize it as well. I will probably place the order under Tim if I'm ordering my mini experiences during this time period, because it's a great time to do it. Plus, that's one of my big numbers that I get out of the way. And then I only need to get the difference from other promoters, right? That might be a new promoter or an existing promoter. And this is a great time to offer incentives to new people coming in, to get them started, to get a little discount, plus be able to get a little bit less off of their kit. And guess what, guys? They're going to be eligible for their VIPs as well. So that's a win-win situation all around. Jackie, I'm going to let you go ahead. Oh, I do want to say too, you guys, if the things are doubled, then the 200 packs end up being 60 where they're normally 30. So it'll be 30, 60, 90, right? And then 80, 160, and 240 for normal, double, triple. And then the 800 pack is 140, 280, and then 420 if for their triple. So obviously 800 packs are like cha-ching, cha-ching, right? And you get so much back from them. Just talk about this on our, yes, see, and I want you guys to really think outside the box when you do this, because literally, this is a time where, I mean, I have gotten massive double and triple fast starts back before, massive amounts, where I ended up with like $2,000 and $3,000 extra on my check. So I want you guys to understand that, say you ended up with triple fast starts, okay? Well, if you have enough to get triple fast starts and you got a 400 pack, just say you sold the bare minimum of the 2, 400, and the 800, okay? That literally is, what is it? 2, 4, 13, 1360, or yeah, right? 1360. So if you just sold a 200 pack, a 400 pack, and a 800 pack, that would be 1,400 in volume, okay? Which is enough to qualify you as triple. That's an extra $1,360 on your paycheck. Just that right there, which is crazy. I added that up, right? 90. I can't add. Jackie, you talk.
No, we don't have to be good at math to do this, but yeah, I'm
I
actually
lied. It's less than that, but it's still a lot. Okay.
if you're like me, you don't care what you make. You just care about like the challenges and like the
Exactly.
excitement and helping people. And that's literally what it's about, you guys. But you want to fall somewhere in the middle between like you don't care how much you make and you're making something, right? Like what Amanda was saying, like you don't want to be giving away, you don't want to be losing money, but you want to make sure you're making money. And that's where all the fun happens, right? So I'm gonna just talk about double, triple fast starts. And I want you guys to kind of chime in because I know there's a lot of new people on here, right? And once I was that new person that was watching this promo come through, right? Like people were like, and this was like a non-compliant thing. I always like to tell the story because it's super relatable, right? We joined a business for the fun. We're like, okay, let me do this like Thrive thing. And you see your friend doing it, you see that they're super successful and like, they're having so much fun doing it. And you jump in because you're like, yeah, let me try this too, right? That was me. And one day I was watching a sideline, right? She posted a picture of her check, which is non-compliant, by the way. They're not allowed to do that, but she did. And I was like, she's a 12K, I'm a 12K. And I messaged my sponsor. I'm like, twin, I'm like, how did she make so much money? Like my checks don't look like that. Like, what did she do different? She's like, oh, she got double, triple fast start. And and she also had a rank advancement, but she had told me where that money was coming from. So I'm like, all right, she's the same rank as me. She's making way more than me. What am I doing wrong? Right. And Twin told me, she's like, double, triple fast starts. And it's so crazy, you guys, because if we just look at this like we're just getting a deal and a sale, like you're not going to grow and you're not going to be able to show other people how to make money doing this. Right. So, anyways, that happened. And then when Twin told me that, I'm like, what? Okay, like I clearly missed something. Something went way over my head. I clearly didn't learn this, right? I didn't ask the questions either. And Twin told me, she's like, don't you remember that one time that I gave you a rebate back on a promoter package? And you guys, I had no idea. I was mind blown. I'm like, really? I was like, that was the time? Wow, like that totally went over my head. I thought you were just being like generous and just giving me money. Like I had no idea. I was like, I literally told Quinn, I'm like, wow, like I want to be like you one day where I can give back money to my promoters, right? But I didn't know I can, right? If it's during this promo or just any other time, like you actually can give money back to your promoters, right? If you want to, right? You run your business however you want to run it. But like at that time, I remember getting that cash back from Twin and just being like, wow, she's so generous. Like this company and like just everything that she's doing, like she's able to like give back so much, but she's actually passing down what Lavelle is passing down, right? So utilize these systems, right? Utilize the resources and these like incentives and stuff that Lavelle is giving to us, and like use it to grow your business, right? When you guys think about it, and this is just proper etiquette too, okay? This is you're going to see a lot of people, inexperienced people who are just like selling this and they're kind of like giving away the house, right? um like I used to see stuff like that on social media, not our teams, but other teams and stuff where they would be like signing up anyone and flipping them over to a promoter when they really shouldn't even be flipping over to a promoter, right? So it's just kind of like etiquette. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want. It is your business, but just know that if somebody wants this deal, really try to sell them the opportunity to, right? Or at least let them know, hey, this is a promo that's available for promoters. Do you really want to work the business, right? Ask them these questions, because if they're just signing up to get a deal, maybe you don't want to sell to them. Like maybe you don't want to flip that person from a customer to a promoter when they never really intentionally like intend to work the business, right? Super, super important, you guys. And the reason why I tell you that is when you sign up these promoters that actually don't want to work, it actually hurts your paychecks long term. Okay. So very, very, very important. Here's something I'm going to tell you guys. Here's a little tip. Okay. If you have a customer who's like, I want this deal. Oh my gosh, I want this deal. And you ask them, be like, hey, offer them the opportunity. If they don't want it, just be like, I can't give you this deal like through your account, but I can buy it for you. Okay. This is the golden nugget. Okay. What I'll do sometimes if I have a customer who wants this and I'm like, I can get you the deal, like I would, I can get you the deal, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to purchase it on my husband's account and I'm going to sell you the products myself, right? Because that way I'm not losing them as a customer, right? I'm making the money that I'm supposed to make back and nothing is hurt, right? So they can still continue later purchasing as a customer. I'll send them the package later. Like it's a golden nugget, you guys. So that's something that way, like, when it comes to, right? Because like, with the double, triple fast starts, and if you guys are in the chats, let me know if you guys have ever worked this promo before. We've been waiting for this. All of the veterans on here were like, oh my God, double, triple fast starts is here. I'm so excited. The reason why is because a lot of us, we don't buy our 3 steps during any other sale unless it's like a BOGO or this one, right? Because, like us as the sponsor, right? You as like the, promoter, right? When you sell these packages, you're making 2 or 3 times the commission that you would normally make, right? Those fast start bonuses. Fast start is another word for like a lump sum commission on promoter upgrade packages, right? That's basically what it is. So, your goal is really to sell enough packages to qualify yourself to get paid at double and triple, right? That's what your goal is. And right now, what is it? You sell $1,000 QB in upgrade packages, you double your commissions on all those packages you sold. So I'm going to give you guys an example. Okay. If you sold 2 promoter packages, those are the 400 packs, right? That's 800, 400, 400, and a starter package. So that's 3 promoters that you guys sold packages to, right? You're going to get paid double commissions on all those packages. So the fast start bonuses on those are normally like 30, 80, 80. So it would double, right? So I mean, you guys will see a lot of these like breakdowns. Like have your uplines and stuff. You can ask, like, do you have a breakdown of how much we get paid double and triple? There's lots of graphics and stuff floating around that the teams have made, right? Like I know Kaylee has one, I have one. Like there's so many of them floating around. Your leaders, they create these little like kind of like grids and things for you guys, so you guys know how much you guys are going to get paid, so you guys know how much you potentially can give back. And like if you know for sure you're going to qualify, then maybe you can give a little bit more back, right? I for sure know always, because I work towards it, right? Like the first thing that I do as soon as they launch a promo like this, I think about how much do I need to get triple qualified. Triple qualified is my goal, right? Because you getting paid triple commissions on like $30 or $80 or $140, right, is a lot. Instead of getting paid 30, 80, 140, if you triple, you get paid 90, 240, 420 on each of those packages. That sounds insane, right? An $800 pack that you're selling, if you triple qualify, you're getting $420 back, right? That's insane if you triple qualify. So that's why what Amanda was saying, like on my husband's account, I will always buy those $800 packs because I'm getting an $800 pack, right, of product, which I need. Definitely I need samples, I need shakes for myself. Like I'm literally, so many of us are so excited because we're out of shakes, especially with the new flavors out. We're like, we can't even hold on to all the shake flavors we want, right? But $800 of product, I'm really gonna get for like, what is it, $380 if it's placed on my husband's account, right? My husband is my level 1, right? So that's where I buy all my products. So that's one I buy there, and then the rest of it to qualify is bought and sold to my teams, right? So my level 1s and like brand new people coming in. And honestly, once you guys build a team, once you guys build this like strategy and stuff into your team, and people know, oh my God, it's double, triple fast starts, it's time, like I'm going to buy my product under my husband. Of course, make sure that your husband uses his own card and all that good stuff. Or like, if it's not a husband, if it's a boyfriend or even a mom or whatever, right? Make sure that your orders are compliant, right? That they are using their cards, that you're not using your card to pay for somebody else's, right? That is not allowed. But anyways, make sure those orders are compliant. And then, the rest of it, I usually so I get my product, and then the rest of it, I use this incentive to sign new promoters. Okay. So during this time, if I have anyone who's been on the fence, right? If I have a, customer who's been loving their Thrive experience, right? She's like referring a couple people. She's got a couple people thriving for free. And she's just been telling me, she's like, I really want this opportunity. I'm going to reach out to them and be like, hey, there's this promo that's happening right now for brand new promoters. It's the best time to get started. And guess what, you guys? We have the QB momentum bonus that's happening right now that you need 3 legs, right? You need 3 brand new promoters. This is the best time for you to get those 3 legs. If you guys don't have them yet, I'm sure you guys have something moving on the dials. Maybe the promoters are still at 0 right now, right? But use this to sign up your brand new people who are, they're kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. People, if you offer them a deal like this, like get your promoter package. I'll call somebody to be like, hey, how much product do you have left? Your auto ship's on. I want you to turn it off. I want you to get this package instead, because it's literally going to be the same price for a $400 pack in this package, rather than you running your auto ship and staying a customer for another month, right? I already know that you love Thrive. Like, go and reach out to these kinds of people, right? People who are kind of thriving for free, one foot in, one foot out. Like, I don't know if I'm ready yet. This is the type of promo, like Lavelle is doing this. They're not doing this promo for us to get a deal. They don't give a shit about giving us a deal, right? We're already like so Thrive rich with the credits, with the promos and stuff that they give us, right? We're Thrive rich as far as that. They want us to go out there and get people to join the opportunity, right? Like they're actually giving us the carrot, not the brand new people. But for us, we want the business. We want business partners attracted into our organization, right? We want it. Like, how many of you guys want to grow, right? This is a carrot. Like, they're giving it to you and you're sharing your carrot with your newest person. Like, that's basically what this promo is, right? So yeah, anyways, utilize this, right? Utilize this, like, get your double and triple commissions. Give some of it back if you want. You don't have to. There's nothing that says you have to. If you're still new to it and you're not sure how much to give back, just reach out to your upline. If you've gotten do what feels good to you, right? You're gonna have to do what feels good to you. If giving back $160 is too much for you, give back 80 or give back whatever, right? Do what is going to feel good to you. And kind of like what Amanda said, right? If you don't have that money to give it to them up front, like what a lot of people do is they say, I will give you the money back when I get paid for it on the following Tuesday. Now, here's another thing, okay? So the way that Lavelle's pay works, okay? So we get paid every single week. Whatever you do during the week from like Monday to Sunday, you get paid the following Tuesday, right? So we get paid the normal bonus, like the normal commission, right? During the week that it is. We don't get paid the extra, so the double and triple, until this whole thing is over, right? So right now it starts today, right? It starts today. And then on the 23rd is when, was it the 23rd? Oh my God. Let me check the dates. I don't want to give you guys the wrong information. Oh my God, this is kind of short. Wow. Normally double, triple fast starts is 10 days, you guys. Normally it's 10 days long because I just know it's been that way before. But right now it's only until Sunday. So you guys, we have until Sunday, right? Get moving, right? Get moving now, right? Get moving now, because we only have today to Sunday to get people to get these upgrade packages and qualify ourselves for double and triple. So yeah, urgency, guys, urgency. And then your bonus part. So most of your commissions on this are going to get paid on the like the normal commission is going to get paid on the 25th, but the bonus part of it is going to get paid on the 1st of November. Okay, so just a little note for you guys. We do get a lot of questions sometimes when people work this promo. They're like, I didn't get paid for the whole thing, but it actually is paid in 2 different parts. So just so you guys know. Okay. Now what else is there? Do you guys have any questions about double triple? You guys can pop it into the chats and stuff. But yeah, don't flip customers unless they really want to work the business. There's other ways that you guys can get them to buy. I mean, you can even ask if you have a promoter that's a level 1 promoter who maybe they don't need to pack themselves. Just be like, hey, can you buy a package for me? And like whatever, you can have them buy it and send it to your customer or whatever, right? And it'll help them out with volume too. Like, these are just ways to kind of like boost things in your team. Helping people hit ranks, maintain certain things and stuff. Like, those are things that you guys can do, right? And of course, make sure that those orders are compliant, right? Compliant. Now, what else? Is there anything else? Do you guys have any questions regarding that? Yeah, so after that, okay, so here's another thing too. Okay, so to get double, you have to sell 1,000 QV in upgrade packages. To get triple, 1,400 QV in upgrade packages. And then once you pass 1,400 QV, like let's just say like you pass 1,400 and then you sell another pack, right? It still is paying triple. You don't have to re-triple yourself, right? You're like, once you pass that, like you're already like good to go. So really amazing, you guys. And then of course, like once you get those packages like in people's hands and stuff, it is really exciting. My favorite way to sell these packages, I always sell those $400 kits. I buy the 800 myself on my husband's. Like that's just how I do it. But the ones that I sell, that $400 kit, I always tell my news promoters coming in. I'm like, you're going to get enough product for yourself, and then you're going to get some to make samples, right? And depending on how you do your samples is how many days you get out of it, right? But yeah, that's usually what I do all the time. And there's also that free product in there, you guys. So people are getting either the free sculpt, balance, like whatever it is. If you have anyone who's brand new to the business, either they just signed up, or they're in their first 30 days, or like they actually get free samples, right? They get free samples by buying this too. So this is the best time, you guys. If you have anyone who's on the fence, like get them on this, right? It's like just exactly what I said. If you have those thriving for free customers, one foot in, one foot out, they're like, I don't know when I'm going to start, like give them this and they'll be like, oh my God, I'm in, right? Forget about my auto ship. My auto ship's almost the same price as this. If I get a cash back and all the goodies and stuff, like let me just jump right in, right? Amanda, I see you.
Yeah, I was actually making a story in the process of you talking. That's why I went off so I could take a selfie real quick. But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is, guys, is letting people know. And then, like Jackie was saying, you definitely don't want to sign people that just want to be customers because, I mean, honestly, sometimes that just scares them away. And then they're not ordering every month. And those were people that you were having like really getting awesome credits off of. So that stinks. And plus, if somebody is not really ready to work the business, then they're running their VIP period up. And you just don't want to do that for them because that's just, it's not their time to go. Right. So I think definitely, I never really thought about the ideas. I'm glad you said that. And I mean, you guys, I've been in this with Lavelle almost 6 years and I've really not ever thought to offer my customer that deal and me place the order for it or place it under, my fiance's account. I don't know why I've never thought to do that. But, guys, you can even do it amongst a couple customers or something along those lines as well. Maybe you don't have one person that wants $800 worth, but you have a couple people that you could divvy that whole package up for, and or you get so many samples out and then two people that also want to buy the difference of what that is at a discounted rate. So I think like really thinking outside the box and really making sure you let people know what's available first off. And then when you really sit down and think about it, that new promoter coming in that gets their VIP 400, VIP 800, VIP 1600, in order for them to get that, they're already aiming for 800, 400, 800, and that 1600 for the VIP 1600. So yes, it's on a speedy kind of, we only have till Sunday. But if somebody comes in and they hit the ground running, then them being able to offer that to their people as well, and they have the VIP bonuses on top of that, it's like a double whammy, and it might increase the momentum of those other people signing on with their promo packs, because not only do they have the VIPs to run for, but they're earning double, triple, and fast starts on their packs as well. So
Another thing
that's,
too,
yeah.
I want to mention too, just because like I feel like I have to put this out there. I am very selective on who I let do that too, like my customers and stuff, because I don't want to spoil like a absolutely brand new customer and then she's only hooked on those like sales and deals and only wants to buy during that time. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's you kind of have to use your best judgment and like someone you really vibe with, someone you trust, someone that they're gonna like send you the money, because it is a lot, right? In order for them to pay you, they have to pay you cash basically, or like Venmo, PayPal,
Mhm.
whatever, right? Like they have to do those things. You have to trust them. So I probably wouldn't do it for a stranger that I'm meeting online. Like no, So
Yeah.
use your best judgment with those things. But
I would
um,
definitely do it more for your customers that have been really loyal to you for a really long time, that have maybe been ordering, but maybe they haven't ordered for a while. And
yeah,
this is your way of kind of getting them back into the groove of things, or people that haven't ordered for a while that are not currently ordering, but love Thrive and are probably running short on their supply. So, like, look through your old customers or even customer referrals, you guys. That is always a good place to kind of hit up if they haven't ordered for a while, to help your customer thrive for free, and so forth, right? So And I know that like you're like, okay, but they're giving you or whatever, but really you're only going to do that if you're helping out your customer in the process. So you would just kind of have to sit down and think about that and how that would work out. Or maybe your customer wants to become a promoter and you kind of work with them on how they can actually, work their way through that process as well. And again, you want to do it in a way that you are not losing money, and you're not burning good customers with
Mhm.
it. And you don't want to sit on product. Like that's one thing, you guys, I cannot stand is for people to have so much product that then they feel like they've wasted a lot of money and they like throw the towel in on their business, because honestly, you guys, samples go out all the time. And I don't know if you guys have like, I just recently created a Google Doc to throw into my bio to kind of ask questions to people, and it's giving me a way to follow up a heck of a lot better with people whenever they're requesting samples or requesting information about the opportunity or products. And the people that are asking about the products, if they're not ready to order, I'm asking if they're ready to sample. And it's just given me a way that I can follow up a little bit. And those people might be the ones that even decide to be, if I place an order under Tim, for example, that those are some of the samples that I'm shipping out, because it's actually time for me to renew on product, because I just realized I don't have a whole bunch left of men's or women's capsules. I have a good bit of shakes, but I kind of want to get some of the different shakes. I have vanilla and strawberry, and I totally want, I love some of the other flavors that are out right now, especially around the holidays. So if there's something that you could really benefit to get your hands on, like make sure you're talking to people about samples right now, because samples, honestly, the more people you get trying it, the more people that are going to want it. And the heart of our business, you guys, starts with samples and getting people on Thrive, trying it, they fall in love with it, and then they hit that promoter button. Like I am definitely a product of a hell no, yes, okay, I'll try a sample, and then I ran for it. And not everybody's going to be like that, but there are some people that are very skeptical, but they're willing to give a sample a try. So don't give up on those people. Like definitely offer and get on three-way chats. That's another thing too. Don't be afraid to get on the phone. And if you are sitting there right now and you're like, you know what, I really, really stink at getting samples in people's hands. Guess what? Most people do. Okay. So just offer them. And then when somebody actually messages you, or you're shooting birthday messages and you say, hey, I'm doing samples at X, Y, and Z price, because guess what, you guys, if you're ordering under a spouse's account or your significant other's account, then it is technically probably going to be discounted, right? So you can also offer discounts on your own samples right now that you put out there for people that get them by this date. And then that money you can actually use. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about now, is that the samples, you don't have any money at all. Guess what? You can literally sell 8 samples and order that 200 pack. You can literally sell 20 samples and order that 400 pack. Sell 40 samples and order that 800 pack. And if you did that, let's see, today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you got 6 days. Say you set your goal in the next 6 days that you sell 2 a day, that's 16 samples. That means that technically you have enough to order almost the 400 pack. If you sold, well, no, that's 12 samples. God, I cannot add or multiply today at all. But, or if you do three a day, 3 samples that you're trying to sell a day, and you're messaging your birthdays and you're saying, happy birthday. I just wanted to let you know, I know, I sell Thrive and I'm having this special for the next 3 days or the next 4 days, or because it's your birthday, I want to offer you this deal, or something along those lines. And by no means do you have to message people that you don't know, or say anything like that. But if you're somebody that you talk to and you're wishing them a happy birthday and you have a good rapport with them, don't be afraid to offer them a sample. Don't be afraid. All right. I promise you, your answer will only be no. And if they get really offended by it, guys, be like, I didn't mean to offend you. Like, I am not trying to come off like that at all. I just wanted to offer you this deal because it is your birthday and it's something I like to offer my friends, right? That's what I always do. I always like try to make person feel like I didn't mean to come off like that. I don't want to ever come off like that spammy person messaging random people like stuff. And then your followers, you have new followers and you say, hey, I just hit, I don't know, look at how many followers you have. And you just hit 500 followers. And you say, you know what? I'm going to do a discount, a huge discount on samples this week because I just hit 500 followers on Instagram, or I just hit 500 followers on my reels, or 500 followers on my TikTok, or whatever, right? And you do a big giveaway. You can do it in your stories. You can do it on a live. You can do it however you want. You can package up minis while you're doing a live video on a story or however. And you guys, almost always, whenever I'm packaging up samples or going to the post office or even just have them in my hands, like I'm getting ready to take them, people ask me about them. I don't even have to necessarily say that I have them. I can just be saying, I'm sending it to Amy, Sally, and Sandy, and they can't wait to get their samples. And I can't wait for them to get them and tell me all about how they feel. Right. So you're sending out samples over the next couple days. I promise. It's like a little trick. People want things whenever they see other people having it or getting it. It's like that FOMO. I promise it really is. So let's see, what kind of objections do people have? Like, and do you need help with when it comes to getting the double, triple fast starts, or even getting samples out to people or your new promoters? Like, what are your guys' biggest obstacles right now? Because let's be real, times are tough. We know that people definitely are feeling the pinch in their wallets, right? So we want to get extra money into people's pockets, but how do you do that in a time where things are tight? You find solutions for those people. That's my biggest suggestion for you, is you find solutions for those people that need the money to get started in this business, how they can pre-sell. And I know that's a stretch for some of you guys, but not everybody has that money in the bank. All right. Not everybody has that money in the bank. So talk about that on your post. Talk about how you want to help somebody get started. And if they are struggling and they think that they can't do this because they don't have any money, first off, yes, it is free to join. However, it is really hard to sell product when you've never tried it and you've never actually experienced it for yourself. So I do highly recommend you get a sample into those people's hands ASAP, first off, but teach them how to get the product into other people's hands so that they can feel comfortable selling it, and then they can order an upgrade pack before they hit their VIP, like before they start their VIP period. Because you want them to be able to get samples out immediately. So you don't want them to place their actual order until they have like people that they're talking to, and trying to get those samples into people's hands, especially if there's somebody that's a little bit more reserved and a little bit afraid to talk. And if they need somebody to go live with them, like, be willing to go live with them, be willing to get on the phone with people with them, be willing to be in a conversation with them and help them through it. And you be the one to sell it versus them. Sometimes that helps them as well. Nobody putting.
I know that a couple people, like, I know I get this question in my inbox all the time, is like, a lot of people are like, oh, my sponsor's not active, like she can't give me a rebate, or maybe even like, another something I like to say too is like, if you want the deal, right, but maybe your sponsor is not active, or maybe their business is not, like, they're not working their business enough to be able to give you the rebate, right? Like, maybe they just can't, right? Like, it's their business, and it's like they actually have to go into their bank account to send you a rebate, right? So that's a lot, you guys. And some people are just not capable of doing that, right? Like, they're literally, it's a mindset thing. If that's you, like, be your own discount, right? Like, I always like to encourage them, okay, your sponsor's not working, they're not there or whatever. Like, yes, sometimes it rolls up to the next one. I don't really know how that works. I've never done that. I haven't. I know Amanda has, but I've never done it. But I've always encouraged people, like, instead of you just getting the discount, learn how to make money, right? Like learn how to double, triple fast start yourself and like get into that habit, right? And then if not, then there's other things that you guys can do, like piggybacking your order somewhere. Like try to keep it in your team, right? Because it is actually non-compliant to sell to other thrivers that are not really yours, right? Let's say if somebody on a different team is like, oh, I want the products too, and then like, you know, you're not allowed to do that either. But yeah, just like things like that. There's always a solution. You just have to vocalize what it is that you want and like what it is that you're looking for, right? Go to your upline and ask them, because they're going to point you in the right direction, right? Something that is like legit, compliant, something that's not going to piss off your sponsor or somebody else and all those things. Like if they hear that you need help and then they go reach out to your upline and be like, hey, are you still like in this, are you still working this, right? They'll find a way to help you. So just definitely vocalize whatever it is that you need.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I said make sure that if you're doing a discount for somebody, that you actually didn't personally enroll, but you don't have anybody in between you. Make sure they log into their cloud office and it says that you are their sponsor. Like they have to look at it, and I have them check that beforehand, because sometimes what can happen is somebody can think that their sponsor is not active and qualified, except where they really are. They just fell off planet Earth, and they decide to place the order because, oh, all of a sudden they have a bunch of orders underneath of them. And yeah, so you want to make sure that person's not qualified and active, and it bites you in the butt. That's why I said that about making sure that um, they're no longer actually in the business, because it can come back and get you. And I'd hate for people to not get those bonuses and give out a whole bunch of money and then be out a whole bunch of money or something. So I try to avoid that. I make sure that I'm the person that is on there. And it's not that I don't want to give back to everybody. It's just not smart business. And I don't want to teach that right out of the gate to people. I don't want to teach people to give those away to people that you're not going to get that money right back on. So it does suck, because I'm a giver and I'm a people pleaser. So I want to be able to help everybody, but it wouldn't be smart for me to do that, because then, well, let's just say I've done it before and been out a couple thousand, and that sucked. Especially when you're expecting to get this back, but it didn't happen that way. So yeah, you want to make sure that you only give back to those that are you're going to be getting that bonus back. Now, don't get me wrong, you do get, first level, second level, and so forth, right? So like you might have somebody that, hey, they're getting a 200 pack, and you maybe want to offer $15 back or something. Or you want to offer a small percentage back, or work out a deal with that person below them to help them get their fast start bonuses. I've done that before too, where I've offered like the fast start that I was going to get back to somebody on my personally enrolled. Like I have offered my personally enrolled a promo, like $100 or whatever, for them to be able to offer to their teams, because when they did that, I was able to get that money back as well from their first fast start bonuses. But obviously it's not going to be for the full amount. So just some outside the box thinking on that one as well. But I really do think, like right now, especially just trying to get samples in people's hands and aiming that you and your team all try to go for it together, like go for double fast starts, and then celebrate everyone, and then go for triple fast starts. Everybody go for it and see how many people you can reach out to today, see how many people you can follow up with today, that haven't placed an order for a while, or that maybe have talked about becoming a promoter and haven't hit that button but want to. Don't be afraid to reach out to those people now, especially this is, you guys, we're going into the holiday season, right? So this is a time where, yes, a lot of people are going to be tight on their money, but they also can benefit greatly. And we always have amazing, amazing promos that go on around the holidays, just because they know what type of things there are. And that's why I majorly emphasized on that a couple weeks ago on the Zoom, is that people ask, why are they throwing so many promos out right now? You guys, hello, they're well aware of what kind of economy we are living in. So these kind of promos and these kind of bonuses that we are eligible for right now, like, they're on purpose. They're definitely on purpose. And if you look around you, there's other companies that are doing different versions of that. They're doing different kinds of promos right now for the same exact reason. Like, I know certain companies will do like 12 days of Christmas here soon, but they do it in like, I've seen it in July, 12 days of Christmas in July. And then there's another company that they really do a ton of promos in November. And that's just how they roll. And you're going to see it all around you coming out different ways, like Black Friday and stuff. You're going to start seeing those kind of sales. We just had a pre Black Friday deal this past week. So you guys will start seeing that kind of stuff happen. And if somebody doesn't go for this promo because, hey, it might be a little bit too much of a stretch for them, they might go for the next one. And we know that if this is a promoter promo, then we know that a customer promo will probably be following, not far after.
Ooh, another thing we have to mention this too, is that if you have anyone who's in their VIP right now, like this is a good time for your brand new person to get even more than just their VIP, right? Because a lot of these things that are like these promoter packages and stuff, they're not required anymore, but it helps for that promoter part, right? So have them get these. Anyone that they have that's buying, like you can teach them to rebate back too, or whatever. But all in all, your brand new promoter can earn VIP 400, 800, 1600, the QB momentum bonus, right? And this double, triple fast start. Like literally all these tools are like, they're gold, right? Like they're literally compounding like these amazing belief checks and just like tools to help them get people on Thrive, right? Yeah, so just utilize these things, right? There's so many things that are going on. And I know it's like a little bit overwhelming, right? If you have a brand new person that's coming in, you don't have to explain much to them, just tell them exactly what to do. Okay, this is key, right? You have these things that are coming in, they're like, oh my god, there's the VIP, there's this, there's that. You don't want to overwhelm them with information. All you want to do is guide them. Who do you know, right? Who's going to be your customer? Who do you know that's going to be your promoters for your VIP? Okay, you know what? I know that there's this deal that's happening right now. There's double, triple fast starts. Don't let your promoter buy anything. Have them buy this and this and this. Like, right, you're lining those things up for them. Just tell them what their people need to buy to have them capitalize on these like bonuses and stuff, right? Like literally just do that. Don't explain it to them because they're probably not going to get it. You don't want to overwhelm them. Just guide them. Like literally just guide them. Like you have those 3 promoters, like if you can get them to buy at least this, this, and this, you're going to be good. You'll get this, 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 and like don't ask questions, right? Like just do it and then you'll see it on Tuesday and they will just be like, what the hell did you just do? Right? What do you do? But I guided you. Like I literally just showed you. Like, I mean, I know it's kind of confusing. Just trust me. I'm glad you trusted me. Boom, right? Literally just like that.
The more direct you are with them, the simpler it's going to be, you guys. I don't add people. I learned I don't add people like to bazillion places. I work with them one-on-one whenever they get started. And depending on their learning style is something I always ask them. But you want to keep people really focused. Yes, you want them to watch the training and everything, but you really want to stay focused on, hey, you want to run for these bonuses? Like I always ask somebody that. I'm like, if you're wanting to run for these bonuses, then there's only one thing I want you to focus on. I want you to share your Thrive experience. Let's get 2 people started on Thrive. That's it. That's it. Right. So like, how can I help you get your post out? Do you need help talking to somebody? Do you need help getting a post posted? What platform are you planning on utilizing? And then I help them get that going right out of the gate. Also reaching out, do you know any friends that could use more energy that might want to try this? That friend that always joins like Weight Watchers with you or whatever, right? Those people are going to be the people that you want to reach out to and say, hey, I'm getting started with this. And it's like a ripple effect. People like to do things together. People definitely like to do things together. And I think that's something that people forget sometimes when they get started and they think, oh, here I am, I'm starting this. No, people want to do things with you. It's just, if you don't ask them, sometimes they don't feel like they're part of it, right? So like, don't be afraid to reach out to that friend, would absolutely love to do something like this, that would love these products, that would benefit from these products. Hey, girl, listen, I just started this. Why don't you try it with me? Let's do it together. This could be really fun. There's trips we could go on. There's this we could do, and we're going to feel good and we're going to look awesome come the new year. Right.
I
So,
got one more thing too, just because like I know, like, probably when I say this, they're like, wow, that's so aggressive. Like you just tell people what to do. And honestly, when I talk to somebody, okay, so if I'm talking to a brand new promoter and like I know they want it, I know they're watching, I know I have more confidence that than them right now, right? Because when people come in, they don't have that confidence. They're like, oh my God, like this is overwhelming or whatever, right? But what I tell them is like, I'll offer them the resources, I'll show them what it is, and I'll be like, hey, do you remember that thing, the double triple thing? Well, this is that. And this is how I'm going to show you how to get it. Right. And then I really I take the pressure off and I'm like, I know you're going to run for these bonuses anyways. You might as well get it while double triple fast starts is here. Because if you don't, you're going to be like, damn it, why didn't I just get that sale in like a day before? I would have made way more money. Right. Like they'll start to register those. It happens all the time, you guys, just because I don't know, it's something with urgency. Like they see their VIP clock happening, right? If you have like someone who's in those like times, or maybe they needed to buy product and it's literally about timing. Sometimes they just need a little push. I've had so many people that are like, damn it, I know you told me. I know you told me. And I should have just got somebody like right then and there. I could have, if I pushed a little bit. And they feel yeah, they're like, damn it, they're FOMO, but they feel like, damn it, she told me, like, I wish I would have listened to her. And that's the trust, right? That's the trust that you want to build with somebody, right? That is the trust. I know she told me that it was going to happen if I did this, and then I didn't do it. And it's like, hey, next time, right? They learn their lesson right away. So I wanted to share that with you guys because it happens all the time. And I really put it out there when I talk to someone like, hey, like, if you get it today, you'll get a little more. And they're like, okay. And
yeah,
sometimes
I think just not being afraid to share it and telling people, I think that's the biggest thing, is like getting a good, just not being afraid to send that message out to everyone right now, to let them know. Because, yes, on Monday, I guarantee you there's going to be somebody that messages you and wishes that they would have grabbed that bonus or that extra promo that you had. So they're going to see it posted and be like, hey, do you still have that special? And you're going to be like, no, sorry, that ended yesterday. So send the message, because it happens almost every time. Like I'm doing such strong follow up, strong follow up, strong follow up. And the day after it ends, somebody messages me. And I'm like, sorry, girl, but I can do this. And I try to work out something for specifically what it is that they're wanting a deal on. And like I said, there'll probably be some kind of customer promo coming out next that normally does follow after we have double, triple, fast start. So, and you guys, we still have plenty of time for people to hit the re-rank, like the re-rank bonuses. There's still plenty of time. Please do not count yourself out. I know that it seems like so hard right now. Okay. Trust me, it's hard for everyone. Okay. So know that, and know that it's normal. And the longer that you've been in, yes, the harder it is to do it. I swear it really is. Because my dials did not start moving at all until way late in the ball game. And I was like, what is wrong with me? And then they started moving and I started getting more pumped. And I'm like, okay, let's do this damn thing. So I want to encourage you guys, like, don't give up on yourselves, and know that that's another reason why you really want them to be new legs, and new people coming in, and your new VIPs also, is because that's going to be going towards your bonus, you guys. That's going to be going towards your new promoters bonuses as well. So not only can they get those VIPs, 400, 800, 1600, but going towards that re-rank, right? Or first time rank, or whatever you want to call it, right? The fall bonuses. So I don't know. I really don't have much else to say tonight besides that, because I think everybody kind of just get a game plan in order. Don't be afraid to lean in on people that you see rocking it and killing it, taking different ideas that you see out there. honest, you guys, sometimes just going on YouTube and even on Facebook and typing in Thrive or Lavelle, and you see different people doing things a different way, it might give you some different out of the box ideas of ways that we don't necessarily do it, but other people are. I see people on TikTok all the time, and I'm like, why didn't I think of that? And if you guys have never gone live on TikTok, I definitely suggest trying it. Because man, I have seen some people give a lot of samples, like go through a ton of samples in different companies and with Lavelle, like on their lives. And I don't know why I never think to do that, but I'm about ready to start doing some get ready with me's in the morning because seriously, some of these people have like are packaging up samples the whole time that they're doing get ready with me's. And I'm like,
People are doing
okay, I am
anything.
missing out.
People are doing anything and they're not overthinking it and they're getting out there.
Yeah, they're like literally sitting there just bullshitting and they're packing up samples in the process and putting their makeup on, picking their nose and doing everything else. Who knows? But they're like getting samples out. And I'm like, well, wow, I'm overthinking it. I'm sitting here thinking I need to like be a product expert or something. I don't know, but just don't be afraid to put yourself out there because even if you did it on a live on Facebook or on Instagram or whatever, I don't know, TikTok, it seems like it's the thing. People just get on there and like disappear and they're getting dressed and they're like, what is that? What did you say? And like, it's so weird. I can't get used to it. It's so weird because you're so used to people actually knowing you that are on your lives. So TikTok is like a bunch of random strangers popping on. But those random strangers, if you have a form like in your profile with like a link tree or a beacon or whatever link you have that like allows you to post multiple links, you guys put an information form, add an information form, do a Google form. I promise you, you'll thank me later for it because not only are you going to get their emails, but you are also going to get their interest in what they're wanting. And you'll have a follow up list as well because you'll know what they want and why they want it. Thank me later.
You
Google
guys don't
form.
forget too. Don't forget, please, when you guys are doing any of these promos or anything at all, make sure you guys use your own card on your accounts. Okay, you guys do not want to get locked out from compliance and
No.
slapped and like temporarily it's suspended or like any of those things. You guys don't want any
Nope.
of.
Stay compliant.
Yeah, make sure you guys are not using your card on other people's accounts and orders and stuff. Like I said, when they see it.
Especially your VIP people, make sure they understand that. For some reason, I think it might be a way that some companies teach or some, I don't know, but it seems to be in the VIP period where you run into it the most, where people are getting people started and they're buying it from their own, utilizing their own credit card for their whole every customer and promoter coming in because they just want people signing up. They're like, yeah, okay, I'll place it, I'll do it, whatever. And then you get all these flags and you're like, uh-oh,
I think it's
no,
just consumer, they're just they don't know, like they don't know
no.
that they're gonna get slapped on their
Well,
wrist.
and that's it. Is I
But
think some companies actually teach a certain way, and then it's like, yeah, they shouldn't, but they do. And unfortunately, yeah, that's gonna give you a big red flag. So you always want to make sure people are ordering with their own cards, their own addresses. You want to make sure stuff is linking up, and going from there, right? So if you need to help somebody or throw them money, then you can send it to them, and then they can place the order. All right. So do it with people you trust only, though. All right. I'll get this recording up ASAP, you guys. Like I said, think outside the box, believe in yourself, and know that you can do it. If you claim it, even if you claim double, triple, whatever it might be, put it out into the universe and then just go for it. Right.
oh, also one last thing, you guys, set goals for yourself, right? Like this is a tool, you guys. This is a huge tool. I know for me personally, my personal goal during double triple is to lock in those 3 legs that is required for this 4K
Yep.
momentum bonus, right? We haven't had this promo. When was the last time we had this promo? I
Well,
think
and we've never had it this way
no.
ever. Like it's never been set up this way, like with the 3 legs and
Oh
having
yeah.
it like this and everybody be able to do it.
But I mean, even double triple, like
Oh
normal,
yeah, we haven't had double triple for it seems like for a while.
it has. I think we've only had 2 this year. I shit.
Holy crap! I think you might
Yeah.
be right because like we used to have it at least it seemed like every
Other
month.
month. Yeah,
every month.
it was like every like night, like I don't know, 60 to no 45 to like 60 days. My team used to be like, Jackie, you're crazy. How did you predict it? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like watching what they do. I just like pay
Yeah.
attention to these things. But it used to be every 45 to 60 days, and it's not now. So now
Yep.
that it's here, like I mean, maybe we'll get one more for the end of the year. This is like maybe their new pattern, right? Maybe
Yeah.
they're just gonna give it to us 4 times a year. But honestly, it's a great treat. We only need it that many times. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, they give us so many other things during the year that is more like income producing. So Lavelle knows exactly what they're doing with these promos, you guys. They're not stupid. They're I mean, Paul is a numbers guy. He knows
Yeah.
what's gonna bring in money and he knows what we can pay out. And they're super generous. So yeah. Anyways,
And somebody asked where you can find it. You guys, you can always go to my YouTube to find it. And I'll show you what if you ever looking for the YouTube, I'm like, wait, where's my channel? Um it just says Amanda. All right, I probably need to update that. Oh yeah, I do need to update my last name, but you can also find it on the Dream Team. I put it under the weekly schedule, and I also put it underneath the Dream, the actual post from today as well. So the recording is always floating out there. So if you guys are ever looking for Monday motivational Zooms recordings, you can even type Monday motivational Zoom into the search bar on the Dream Team training page, and you normally will come across the link. And I always
and
put the date.
and then also, you guys, if you guys see the recording, like send it to your downline, right? Like don't just
Mhm.
take that recording and just watch it yourself. Like share it with your team, share that knowledge. Like anyone who's in your organization, right? That's always best. Like don't send it to other people's organizations, like just your organization, right? Run your own ship. That's how you're gonna grow.
Yep. Stay
Yeah,
focused. Stay
yeah.
focused, you guys. All right. Yep. We will get this. I'll get this up as soon as it downloads. So it'll be posted everywhere. All right. Good night, guys. Thanks, Jackie.
Bye.